All right, so here we go. Update number two here. So I did make some changes here. Let me just make sure this is getting that. I can't even tell. Okay. Yeah. So what I did was, if you notice here in the bottom left, I added some little coffee, like darker images of coffee cups to indicate that the coffee isn't active. So when I drink, it fills up one for each one that I do. Also, this is going to be cleaned up eventually too. I want to make this a little more distinct, so it looks like an actual like UI graphic interface. Like it just looks like coffees are just kind of laying on the floor. So I don't really like that. I got to fix that later. I'll probably give it like a background color or something like that. But yeah, beyond that, I didn't have a ton of updates today, just because this one that I wanted to do was it took a while, and I couldn't remember how to do it, and so I had to ask for some help. But anyways, so what I did was I added a hitbox. Woo! Look at that. Bam. Now, obviously, I'm not going to leave that hitbox in there permanently, but for the purposes of testing and just seeing exactly what my game is doing, I'm leaving it in there for now. It took a little bit to do this though. And but just so you know, it does work. It when it touches another player object, I can make something happen. In this case, I just left it as something very simple. I'm sorry, Angela, but bah, gone. So yeah, it just right now it just destroys anything it touches. So yeah. Um, so let's see. Yeah, and also I want to like make a little like reference for my future self in case I do forget again how I do this. So let me just go back here. Oh, not here actually. I made a little paint document or paint. What do you want? What are paint documents even called? Whatever. Not important. Point is, I have my two windows here, and this is the bulk of the work that I did today. And I just want to explain it, so if I can make sense of this. So first, let me just go and show you the let's see, the main script here. This gets run like right away. This is like the main thing. Okay, it's a lot of stuff, but we're just focused on the bottom part here. And basically, when I press the jab button, and the jab button I have set to the number one on my keyboard, or the numpad keyboard, number one. So I press that, and what does it do? It goes into my jab script. So where is the script? Well, we go to the jab script, and this is where I wrote the jab script. And what this says is like, hey, are we in the jab animation? If not, then we're going to run the jab animation. That's what that does. The image indexed to 0 just says, it just ensures that we're starting at the very first frame of the animation. Sometimes if you don't do that, it actually skips frames. I'm not entirely sure why that does that, but by setting it to 0, it makes it so that we don't run into that problem. Yeah, so anyways, yeah, it plays the jab animation, and then it also does, it creates a layer, an instance layer of our hitbox animation. So what this is doing is it's going to, let me show you this. It's kind of cool. Whoops. Let's see. So where is it? Okay, here we go. Yeah. So if we look here, God, this honestly, GameMaker's interface is kind of not great. Hold on. Let me. All right. So what you can notice here is what I did was I drew on top of my jab animation. So you notice this little pink box there? That's where my attack actually is, right? So, and what we wind up doing is we just wind up making sure that this isn't visible, but it still lines up with our animation. So when I put this on top of my sprite, we're not going to be able to see it in the final product, but it's yeah, it's there, and it lines up perfectly with our animation because we drew directly on top of it. And yeah. And then also, let's see. And then, let's see. Oh yeah, and then for our, the code for the hitbox itself, this just allows us to draw it in the right place. So what I do is I attach the X and Y coordinates of the hitbox onto my player object, my Frankie player object. So anywhere that it is in the X and Y coordinates, it's going to follow. you know. And the only thing that got a little weird was when I faced the opposite direction. So when I faced left, I had to like manually put it at negative 171 on the X value because it just wasn't. Yeah, I don't know, it wasn't working right, but I think it works okay though. I don't really notice a difference. Like, so if I go there or here, it looks basically identical, and I don't see any issues yet. But if I wind up noticing something, I can always change it later. But yeah, that's what we got so far, and yeah, next I want to add health bars soon, but I'm not quite ready to do that. I think I need to clean up my sprites first. If you notice, there's a lot of stuff remaining from what these pictures when these pictures were originally taken. So like you can see like the carpet and some of the background over there. It's just very time consuming to remove all that. So, but I at least want to make it look a little bit better. Like this to me is a little too much. Like this is okay for now. That's obviously way too much. Like there's shit everywhere. You can, yeah, it's just. But yeah, we'll get there, and yeah, yeah. So we'll see what I will come up with tomorrow. But this is what I got so far for today.